Oh, good contact. All right, guys, what is up? We are here at the, I was gonna call it Revive Gym, but this is Raw Gym, Raw Athletic. They're all Raw now, so. We're at the Raw Athletic Club in Port St. Lucie today. We got Mike here as well. He's gonna put me through one of his push days. You can give us a little quick intro for your competitive. You're still doing 212 or you're doing open now?
Yeah, still 212, haven't moved up yet.
Okay.
I think we're still gonna make the cutoff, so
okay.
we'll see in
We'll
a few
find
weeks.
out soon. Yeah.
I went pro in 2021, light heavyweight at Nationals.
Yep.
Competed last year for my pro debut, second down here.
Yeah, you had a great show last year.
Yep. Third in Chicago, and then we shut it down. So we'll try and make the O this year. So
make some big waves, make it to the O, and put a dent in that 212 at the Olympia. So like I said, we're going to go through one of his typical push days. You guys see me do the much less optimal chest and tries, back and by, shoulders, all that fun shit. So we'll do something a little more ideal today, and we'll kind of go through a little chest, shoulders, and tries, and let Mike run the show, and I'll try and keep up the best I can. So let's get into it. Up we go. How heavy you work on here?
5.5.
5.5, okay, I definitely can't do that, but we'll. I can do a little more than that, but.
Yeah, just touch it once.
In Chicago?
Which is crazy to me.
Yeah, but then they added Pittsburgh, they added some others, so like the number ends up being the same or actually a little better than normal, but they pulled some of like the regular ones, yeah. We'll give it a fucking crack. Maybe I'll...
Get it up, you're just going with it?
Yeah, I'll just see how it feels. Or maybe I'll just do a single and then kind of, yeah, we'll go.
Come on. Come on. At least one.
Oh, that's heavy for me. Whew. Better than none. You want a quarter on there? Yeah. Yeah, I've never used this one. This is pretty nice though.
All their extra stuff, dude, is so fucking nice.
Yeah, their pieces are all pretty good.
And they're all like heavy enough. Like that new tech incline over there is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I'm pretty strong. I'm not the strongest guy, and
Yeah.
I'm still putting 8 plates on it.
Yeah.
You need the
Yeah. All right, come on, lock in. Let's go. Nice. Good. Good. Nice, come on. Strong, come on. There we go, you got more, let's go. Good. Come on. Another one. You got it, in you. Let's go. Come on. Up. Good. Good set. This has been like off everything and shit. My top end pressing strength is the one thing that you feel like you lose a bit, you know?
That's always the first thing they go.
Yeah.
You're just dieting.
Yeah. Yeah. My legs and back have been able to like hold it pretty good and all like accessory stuff, but the top end, it stays okay considering, but
Yeah, 5 plates is so strong.
but it's not what it used to be, you know?
Yeah.
But as long as I can keep it like feeling good, you know, then I'm happy with it.
If you can get out of this still
Yeah.
in one piece, you're doing all right.
Yeah. Which is one thing I was lucky to. I'm pretty unadulterated, like injury-wise, you know? Like I have a few like
Yeah.
weird things in my physique that have like happened over the years, but as a whole, like I feel pretty good. Like my knees and elbows, like they hurt and stuff, but like I can still do all the movements I want to do. Like it's not like I have to change my training around how I feel. Like I'm still able to do everything I want to do, you know, which is nice. Like after a 15-year career of like beating the fucking piss out of myself, you know.
Yeah, not to fangirl too hard, but use you as an example all the time to people of like hoping that I know when it's time to call.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If you're an athlete, that fucking
it's tough to make the call. It's tough, yeah, for sure. And it wasn't a decision that I like just came to the epiphany one day of like, you know what, I'm good. And it was like easy. It was like 18 months of like, you know what, I'm not feeling this quite the same. I don't feel, you know. And for me that like likes to do, like, especially with the training, like that was like what I loved, you know? And when that last while, I was like, man, I don't even like training. Like, what the fuck am I doing here if I don't even like the essence of what brought me to bodybuilding? I'm like, something's got to change, you know? And it makes it hard to like push yourself to that same extent that like I loved pushing myself to when I just didn't even like it like the same, you know? When it felt like it was just like a chore, and like, this shouldn't feel like a chore. Like, this is a blessing to be able to do this, you know? Yeah.
Let's go. Good, come on. Still you, haven't touched it, let's go. Come on. This one. Up.
Come on, one more. Up. Ooh. Might get a back work in at the same time, you know? Come on, get aggressive, let's go. Come on. Easy. Come on. There we go. Smooth, come on. Good. Let's go. Up. Yep. Come on. Drive hard. Drive, drive, drive. Good. Good set. You did the new tech incline press there. Top set, back off set. I did 5 plates. I did okay, 5 plates in the forward quarter. Now we're gonna move to the prime fly here. So I got a second chest movement in. Come on. There we go. Good. Nice, come on. Good. Come on.
You want that?
I don't know, guess I'm gonna try. Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Good. Come on. Plenty left. Let's go. That ain't touched it. Come on. Still you.
I got another.
One. Let's go. Come on, squeeze. Atta boy.
Oh.
Good set.
Ooh. That was all right. Starting to get the.
You give up on running?
Yes. Look, it was a great distraction from bodybuilding at a time where I needed it post-retirement, you know. Kind of distract myself from the mourning that is the death of a 15-year bodybuilding career that I loved a lot. You know, it's all I did my entire adult life, obviously. You know, from when I was 18 until 33, that's all I did was literally compete as a bodybuilder. It's the only job I've ever really had, you know. So it was a welcome change at the time, and you know, I was doing some like short track stuff, which is like a big passion of mine. You know, I follow track and field and love like sprinting and running and stuff like that. So I think it was a good distraction, but it was a distraction, you know. So I think it just took some time to get my mind right before coming back around to like the love of training that I'd lost a little bit. So, you know, it took some time. I found that back. And now I love training as much as I did in my best years of bodybuilding, you know, which is something I really want to get back, and I think I did. So, you know, maybe later in life when I don't care about being strong as much, I'll get back to that, because I do love it. And I think for like my long-term health, it's probably a bit better to not be 260 my whole life. But for now, when I'm still around the bodybuilding industry so much, I want to be able to do stuff like this and keep up, you know, where last year after I'd done running for a while, I got back in the gym after going on vacation to Thailand, and I couldn't shoulder press 100-pound dumbbells. And I'm like, this is never happening again, you know? I lifted them up and they felt like they were like 180s. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And from that day on, I started training and eating again. Went home and cried to my wife and got back training. Obviously want to weight train as hard as I can for as long as I can. But I think expanding out of that like later in life would definitely be something, especially when I have kids and shit, like, you know, be a little more active. Now I can throw my kids very far, but then I can't run. I can't run to get them where they end up, you know? All right, get your mind right, let's go. Nice. Good. Come on. Good. There we go. Come on. Let's work now. Good. Let's go. Good.
Come on. Close it, come on.
You do the single arm, yeah?
Yeah, I have been, just because it fits better.
Yep.
And like at this point, with strength where it is, like, just trying to keep joints healthy.
Yeah.
It'd be way nicer if I could just do everything bilateral.
Yeah.
It takes way less time.
I know. Good. Nice. So, come on. Good. You got more. Let's go. Good. Another one.
Come on. There you go. Easy, come on.
Good. One more.
Up.
Oh.
Sandbagging. This might be too heavy.
The 25 felt a little heavy, so my left arm's not as good for this kind of shit though. My arm break arm has trouble sometimes with like heavy laterals. But
Up here, you broke it?
yeah, so I have a spar fracture of humerus. Nothing other than like front raises or lateral raises where there's like heavy lateral pressure.
Sure, yeah.
But nice. Good. Come on. Let's go. Two more. Come on.
Come on, play off. Let's go. Hurry. Yeah.
One more.
Come. Up.
Oh. That's good.
So what's different in retirement? Just not having to eat crazy or what?
Yeah, I definitely don't worry about like pushing the food as hard. I'm still like pretty good with, I try and get like 5 good meals in every day, but they're not big. I'm doing like 180 meat, 200, 250 rice kind of thing.
Yeah, you're not dying.
No, not dying. So, but other than that, I mean, I do pretty much everything the same, just without the chemical aids, you know? Good. Come on. Come on, let's go. Good. Eating is by far the worst part. That was the first thing when I retired. I like, in that honeymoon running phase, I was eating like 1 meal a day. You know? Some days none, I won't even lie. It was like, if I don't feel like eating, I'm just not going to eat. If it feels like any bit of an inconvenience to my day of like, where I need to stop and eat, I just won't, you know? So.
I'm sure it felt great too.
It felt awesome.
Come on. There you go. Up. Nice.
Oh, yeah, that was way harder on my left hand.
That's awesome.
Who do you think's the next? You think Mike's gonna go on a tear? You think Terrence can get it, or?
I'm partial to Terrence.
Yeah.
I've always liked his physique, and he looks way improved. I've also seen Kiki in person, and he looks fucking retarded.
Yeah.
The detail on that guy.
I know, I saw him recently, he looks pretty nuts.
Insane. But you never know.
Yeah,
Especially in that division.
yeah. That'll be interesting to see. I think Mike will be tough to beat, but I think if anyone could give him a good run, I think it'll be Terrence, you know?
Right.
You know,
The discourse around the classic division is crazy. It's like all this shit about who's classic and who's not.
I know.
It's just fucking bodybuilding with a weight limit.
I have this debate all the time on the podcast, you know? Yeah.
You can say you like a different look, but like if you want classic, then you want guys with dominant upper bodies and no legs.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's the way you're gonna go, which, and even then, it's like, who says that's classic? Just because like Arnold and a few other guys, there was also guys like fucking Platts, who's all legs. He was in the fucking 80 or LeBron, you know what I mean?
Balanced.
You know, you can find a million guys from that era that were balanced or were leg dominant. It was just because people think of Arnold as like the guy, and he was a little light in the legs. So like that's classic, and that's why they think Wesley's like the guy. But I'm like, so we should start rewarding imbalance, and like having a weak body part is a positive. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense, you know? So, like, yeah, obviously it's bodybuilding with the weight cap, with maybe the shift of size versus aesthetics being slightly different. But other than that, if you fit the thing and you have everything else,
Exactly.
like look, Angel Calderon could fit into, let's say he could fit his class, he's not gonna do good. So that is a discrepancy.
Right. It
but
takes
like,
care of itself.
it takes care of itself, you know?
If you have a waist and broad shoulders,
Then you're not gonna win. Doesn't matter how big you are, so. Good. It's a hard one to spot this.
Come on. Come on.
Love it.
He does lighten the mood. Come on, finish it.
Oh. Ooh, that's it. Come on. Yeah. Let's go.
All these young guys doing really well, and it's awesome. Like, you guys haven't even like started life yet.
I know.
Like, I hope to God you can maintain it, but
It gets tough, man. I mean, I started young. I turned pro at 23. So like,
you were well ahead of your time on the
yeah,
doing that.
but I had I was a big fish in a small pond until I turned pro, and then, I mean, I did good. Like I was 7th and 5th my 2 first shows of my pro year, but like I'd never lost an amateur show in my life.
Right.
Like I'd creamed everybody, like just one and dones, like right through the things to go pro as a junior too, and then you get there and you think you're gonna win your debut, and then you're like, oh fuck, these guys are big, I was like 224 at my pro debut, and Fuad won that show actually. It was like 255,
Right.
like I was peeled, but I was just like so small compared to them,
Come on, Ian, let's go. Come on. Good. One more. The hard part about finding a training partner when you're this deep is like you're kind of stuck in certain ways.
Yeah.
Like I have movements I do every single week on a
Yeah.
specific day, and like
Yeah.
throwing it off can be okay, but just told you how to move.
No, you want to be able to see that like progression in those movements, Good. Come on. Good. One more. Let's go. Come on. Up. Good.
Let's go. Come on, Ian, let's go.
Fucking slide out of the seat. Woo.
Oh.
Good. Good. Let's go. Good. Couple more. Come on. Let's go. 1, 2. Good. Finish it. Good. Good set.
Last set of the day. Let's go. Yeah, come on. Up. 1. Come on. Up.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks to Mike for having me out and putting me through one today. It's nice to be humbled a little bit once in a while, you know? I'm trying my best to keep up here in my old age. Actually, I shouldn't even say that because you're actually older than me. He's still active though. I've had a long career and I'm on the outset now, so. No, but I appreciate it. It was really good, you know, get pushed and do something a little different than I normally do. So I appreciate having me out and I'm sure we'll do it again another time. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome, man. Thank you.
Thank you.